For the shoe, a pillar of our franchise has left us, leaving behind a legacy that transformed the way this entire game is played today. This is a moment of profound reflection for the NFL family as we mourn the loss of one of the greatest icons to ever wear the colors. A special shout out to our dedicated fans tuning in from Indianapolis to all across the nation. Your support during this heavy time means everything. We are diving deep into the extraordinary life of a Hall of Fame legend whose impact will be felt forever. Make sure to hit that like button as we honor a true giant who defined excellence. At the center of this somber tribute is the legendary wide receiver and coach Raymond Berry, who has passed away at the age of 93. This news brings a heavy silence to our community as we reflect on a man whose career set the foundational standards for every receiver who followed in his footsteps. Raymond Berry wasn't just a player, he was the heartbeat of our history, having spent his entire 13-season playing career with the Colts. His passing marks the end of an era, but his influence remains etched into every blade of grass at Lucas Oil Stadium. To understand the magnitude of this loss, we must look at how he elevated the sport. During an era where the passing game was not the primary focus, Raymond Berry defied the odds, leading the league in receptions, yards, and touchdowns on multiple occasions. His work ethic was legendary, proving that technique and discipline could conquer raw athleticism. As we process this news, we look back at his 6 Pro Bowl selections and the permanent retirement of his number 82 jersey. He was a cornerstone of a franchise that built its identity on grit and brilliance, traits that he personified every single Sunday. The impact he had on the organization is immeasurable, and for those who hold the blue and white close to their hearts, this is a painful chapter to close. We are not just remembering a player, we are remembering the architect of a winning culture. His life serves as a reminder of what it means to give everything to the game, and his spirit will forever be connected to the franchise. The narrative of Raymond Berry's life is inseparable from the most pivotal moment in professional football history, the greatest game ever played. In the 1958 NFL Championship, a contest that propelled the sport into the national spotlight, Berry delivered an iconic performance against the New York Giants. With 12 receptions for 178 yards and a touchdown, he was the engine that powered our first ever league championship in a historic sudden death overtime thriller. For our modern fans, it is vital to recognize that the popularity of the NFL today stems directly from the theater and skill displayed by stars like him on that legendary stage. He followed that masterpiece by leading the league in every major receiving category the next year, cementing his status as an all-time great. This wasn't just success, it was absolute domination that forced the rest of the league to respect the Colts' aerial attack. Beyond the stats, his tenure as a player established the blueprint for the professional wide receiver. He proved that mastery of the craft, precision in route running, and unwavering dedication could turn a player into an unstoppable force. His inclusion on the NFL 100 all-time team is a testament to his enduring greatness. Even decades later, his placement in the top 5 of our franchise's all-time receiving list for receptions, yards, and touchdowns stands as a monument to his longevity and skill. He carried the pride of the city on his shoulders, and whenever we cheer, we are echoing the excellence he established. His story is the foundation upon which our current team builds its dreams, and his memory is a sacred part of our collective identity. Why does this matter so much for the future of our franchise? It matters because Raymond Berry represents the soul and the standard of what it means to be a Colt. When we talk about the expectations of this organization, we are talking about the trail blazed by men like him. This news hits us hard because it reminds us that while players come and go, the values instilled by our legends are what keep the spirit of this team alive. Every young receiver stepping onto the field today owes a debt to the techniques he refined and the path he paved. His impact extends beyond his playing days. He spent over 2 decades coaching, sharing his unparalleled knowledge with the next generation. From his time as an assistant to his head coaching stint with the New England Patriots and his work with the Lions and Broncos, his intelligence for the game was sought after by the entire league. He didn't just play the game, he taught it, lived it, and breathed it until his final days. For the Colts, losing him is like losing a compass, a direct link to the golden era that put our city on the map. This matters because it challenges our current roster to uphold that same level of professionalism and humility. Raymond Berry was a gentleman in every sense, remaining grounded despite the massive stardom thrust upon him. This legacy of character is the most important lesson we can pass down to our newest players. We honor him by continuing to demand that same level of excellence and integrity from our organization. The transition from player to coach is a testament to his deep, abiding love for the sport that defined his life. After finishing his legendary career in 1968, he could have walked away to enjoy his accolades, but his passion kept him deeply involved in the growth of the game. Winning an AFC title as a coach and mentoring countless quarterbacks allowed him to shape the league in a different way. He possessed a rare ability to translate his on-field success into tactical wisdom, proving that his vision was far ahead of his time. People often said that Raymond Berry wasn't the biggest or the fastest on the field, yet he outworked everyone through sheer technical mastery. This detail is exactly what made him so special. He found success where others found obstacles. Even in his later years, the way he carried himself with humbleness and grace inspired all who crossed his path. Pro Football Hall of Fame. President Jim Porter perfectly captured this, noting that he was a person who remained grounded when the world wanted to make him an idol. This is why his loss is felt beyond our fan base. It is a loss for the entire NFL history books. We must acknowledge that the standards set by him are exactly what we strive to reach every single season. When our players suit up, they carry the weight of that history, and today, that weight feels a little heavier. We encourage you to share your favorite memories of his career or how his legacy has influenced your fandom in the comments below as we collectively honor this true gridiron icon. As we look toward the future, the legacy of Raymond Berry serves as the ultimate benchmark for the Colts. We are not just mourning a great player. We are mourning a part of the very fabric of this franchise. His life reminds us that true greatness is found in the relentless pursuit of perfection and the humility to stay true to one's values, regardless of fame. As we move forward, the team will undoubtedly find ways to honor him throughout the upcoming season, ensuring that his name remains synonymous with our success. We want to thank all of you for being part of this tribute, as keeping these stories alive is how we maintain the fire that burns within the fan base. We ask you to keep his family in your thoughts during this difficult period, acknowledging the peace he found in his home in Tennessee, surrounded by those he loved most. The impact he left behind will not fade, as his influence is embedded in the DNA of our organization. We must continue to cherish the legends who built our history, as they remind us of where we came from and what we are capable of achieving. This loss is a call for all of us to appreciate the current moments of greatness we witness on the field today, as they too will one day become our history. Finally, we want to hear from you. What do you believe is the greatest lesson or memory that Raymond Berry leaves behind for the next generation of Colts players and fans? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to stay connected with everything happening with your team.